Hi, it's Mabi. I'm indoors. I wanted to be outdoors, but it's very, very bitterly cold and it's been overcast today. However, here I am. Living Joy has just come in. I was waiting for him or her to come in. It's not yet ready for dinners. And I've just lit the fire again. I just wanted to thank each one of you, beautiful people who have been on my life's journey for this year, 2020. It's been quite a major year. Yes, quite a major year. So, well, we are changing cosmologically. The planets are supporting the changes. Gaia, beautiful, beautiful Gaia and the cosmos, we're in a process of evolutionary journey. That's fascinating, isn't it? To know that I'm still alive at this time on Earth when we are shifting. Yes, the planets are shifting, the planets are moving. And how do I know that? Because right now, just before the midwinter solstice, Saturn, the planet that sets the boundaries, the planet that speaks about the law, the structures, giving form. Planet is about embodiment, Saturn, but it's about holding and contracting too. It gives a form, so it's saying this is the body that you're in right now. So this beautiful little bird here, this is Living Joy. It's in a bird's, it's a bird, it's got feathers, and it's in the realm of flight. My realm is the realm of being in a body with the gift, my birthright, which is the breath, and having a heart, physical organs, emotional body, physical body and mental body. And I am on this earth. I belong to this cosmos. And within this cosmos there are amazing planets, some which are personal planets, like the moon and the moon cycles, and the sun, the solar energy, which is offering its warmth and making life happen. Without the solar energy, nothing would grow on Earth. And there are other energies. And just before midwinter solstice, on the 19th, Saturn moved into the sign of Aquarius. And on the 20th, Jupiter followed. Jupiter, the amazing expansion, creation, creativity. The benevolent planet is one of the greatest constellation of our cosmos. And Jupiter is a personal planet. Saturn is still just on the edge of the transpersonal planet because we can still see Saturn on the confines with just the naked eye. But beyond Saturn we have Pluto, where we have Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, who are transpersonal planets. So why am I sharing this? Because as Saturn and Jupiter are moving in the sign of Aquarius, they are leaving the Earth sign where they've been for the last. Some of them, Pluto has been a few years. Jupiter just started in the beginning of the year. And Saturn has been there for a while. And we have experienced in 2020 the most contracting energies humanity's ever experienced. So it's like the cosmos was offering some support to break down what needed to be broken down. So Saturn was coming with institutions, the governments, the banking systems, the laws, and saying, bringing all that into Capricorn, the earth. And Pluto was coming and saying, what needs to be changed here? What no longer is serving life? So Pluto is breaking the old forms. In order to bring new forms, new beginnings, Pluto has to break the old. And that creates chaos. And we have seen chaos in 2020. And Mars, with action, Mars is the first, Mars is spring energy. It's just saying, let's act. What are my needs? What are my visions? What creations do I wish to bring into form? And so it's like the heroic journey. That's Mars. Let me take action. But in 2020, Mars found itself for quite a lot of the time, because it was retrograde. Most of the planets were retrograde this year. So it was moving to and fro, acting, not being able to act, being free and then being held in bondage in the family house. We were locked in our homes. We were locked. Our communities went into immobilizations. We could not connect anymore. We could not be with our community. Shops went to horrendous patterns, and we were being shut with the masks. We couldn't speak anymore, so our breath was being locked in for the reason of a virus, which there was a virus. It's the truth. There was a virus. Whatever the story behind the virus is about, I won't go with that. Each one of you need to find out for their own what is attuned and aligned with their own truth. Hello, Amy. Blessings to you. So what I was finishing to say is Mars could not act. Mars could not reach out. Hello, Dana. Mars was confined in the house of the family. So some of us were on our own. And so 2020 has been a real year of taking our energy of Mars to go deeper, to take that action and to look into the shadows. We've had to look into our ancestral lineages within the fourth house is the house of our roots. What is it that we've carried from the past within the collective field that we have not yet looked at, including the ghosts, the family ghosts, and that goes back 400 years. And as we've done this work individually and collectively, we can welcome on the midwinter solstice the new energies of Saturn and Jupiter. At first Saturn, the low embodiment, structure, holding the boundaries, guiding into the Aquarian age, the water bearer, and bringing into form what are we each going to co-create with Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, in Taurus. And Taurus is all about what are my values? What is my purpose right now with Earth, with Gaia? And I just wanted to share now, as Jupiter is right now overtaking Saturn and is going to guide us, humanity, every living being on humanity, as we're still going to see Pluto is still going to stay in the sign of Capricorn, the sign of Earth. Is going to go on breaking all the false belief systems and everything that's been perpetuated on Earth against life. Breaking the law, the divine laws, feminine laws, mainly the feminine laws, the laws of the heart, misusing animals in experimentations, misusing animals the way animals are being reared for food. All that has to do with the Capricorn. So that's going to go on breaking, and governments, institutions, and a lot of court cases, because Jupiter is moving in Aquarius. So there's going to be a huge amount of justice and court cases. Why? Because Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and it's about justice. It's about the law of love and wisdom. The Christ energy and the Buddha of wisdom, the two merging. So we're going to move with the law of the power of the heart. The heart is to do with the waters, feminine values. So I'll share very quickly, because I've spent some time already on this video. My videos tend to be too long. So Uranus. Uranus was born from Gaia. Life begets life. Out of the nothing, if you listen and read the Tao Te Ching from Lao Tzu, out of the nothing, life is born. And so Gaia gives birth to Uranus. And Gaia and Uranus give birth to other life. But Uranus, being the ruler of Aquarius, is never satisfied. He's always wanting perfection. And he tends to throw down to earth what he creates. So Hephaestus is thrown on the earth and becomes Hephaestus, who then has a limp. And one day, after years of this and creation, Gaia turns to her youngest, Saturn, who we know all about because of 2020, and having been confined, and having lost the rights, our human rights, and the right to breathe, for whatever reason, the virus. And she says to her son, Saturn, please do something. Your father keeps on destroying what I create. And Saturn looks at her and he says, that's difficult. He's my father. And she says, yes, but it has to be done, because your father is misusing his creation. He's misusing the gift of creation. That's a very important point, isn't it? How in my life do I misuse my right to co-create? Through my words, in the ways that I do not act as the beautiful being that I am because of my own traumas. It's a big, 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 big piece. So let's just ponder on that for 2021. How do I misuse my gift as a co-creator, as I co-create everything through my thought forms, through my emotions, and through not being in alignment with the gifts that are mine to share. Sharing is the water bearer. This is what we're moving into. The water bearer, I have a cup. It's full. My cup is full. And I want to share of the too much that I have. So let me give to each one of you of the too much that I have. So those who are hungry will be fed. Those who are thirsty will get water. And those who have no home and no food will be fed and nurtured. Those are the values of the age of Aquarius. Solidarity, humanitarianism, new community projects. No more capitalism, that's finished. We're shifting, and the energies are there to support us. So Gaia gives Saturn a very sharp knife, and Saturn goes and finds his father at a time when Uranus cannot do anything but just have his sun sever the testicles, his genitals, and Saturn runs away with them, puts them in a bag and runs away. But he still has the knife, and the knife sadly cuts the bag just as he was going over the ocean. And one of the testicles, the foams held in one of the testes, the foam falls in the sea, in the ocean. And as it falls out of the foam and the shell rises from the ocean, and Aphrodite, Venus, is born, the principle of love herself at the higher level. So love, balance, harmony, and beauty. But as Saturn goes on, another one drops on the ground, on the land, on Earth, on Gaia herself. And out of the foam, the Furies are born. The Furies which have to do with when Earth is enraged because she has been abused. Mother Earth when she's been abused. When the animals have been abused. When the birds have been abused. When the fishes of the seas have been abused. When the heart of life has been abused, and when the laws of life have been abused, and when the divine laws have been abused. Demeter, the goddess, Gaia, says no more. And this is what we've just experienced this year. No more. That is enough. Stop stealing from me. Stop. It has to stop. So out of the greatest wound, which is severing the misuse of creative potential, let's remember, this is the creative potential. Man creates. When a child is born, it needs the man and a woman. We need the sperm and we need the egg. But when there is a misuse of the masculine energy, and there is a misuse of the feminine energy, this is not just about man, it's about both. Then there has to be a stop. We have to set the boundaries. And that is what Saturn is doing, and Pluto. Let's break down. Let's say that is enough. And Pluto says that's the end of the cycle. And now we can have new beginnings. So are you ready to welcome the new beginnings? With the power of the heart. Let's surrender to the heart. The feminine values that are going to support life. So I will leave you with that, aware that for many, Christmas was a time of solitariness. And I held you. No, you are not alone, for I hold you. For many of us, these were times of grief. Some of us rejoice. I was privileged to have my daughter, my granddaughter, and some friends for one day. It was a gratitude. It was such a gift. And I had my children on Zoom for a short while. But sometimes seeing people on Zoom can be bringing more pain, because then the heart feels that we miss them. Yeah. Thank you. So for many of us, we miss our loved ones, but we are at the end of this. So my March, much will be revealed. Within the next few weeks, much will be revealed that's been hidden. But I can't reveal it right now, because this video will be deleted. And I want this video to go on YouTube. So be aware that within families there's duality, but the times of duality are over. So many people are waking up now, And I'm going to leave you and love you and send you 1,000 blessings. And let's welcome the light of love, the light that came down on Uluru, the light that came down in each one of us. Let's welcome the light of love. Be blessed. And it's Mabi and Living Joy from the Soul Center. Resource yourself, look after yourself. And let's hold light and love you, Dana. And please share this video with all your loved ones. Share it and hold the feminine values. So we bring with Aphrodite. Let's take love onto the next level. Love is not just about loving your husband, loving your children. Love is about loving every living being. Every living being on this planet is sacred. It can be an ant, a tree, a fungi, a fish, a whale. Let's remember, everything on this planet is sacred. Ponder on those words. Love you lots. Love you all. Be blessed and merry, merry, merriment as we move towards the end of the year. Let's hold each other, even if our hearts are hurting. Let's hold each other.